Hey guys, Brian O'Shea here. Working my demeanors. I didn't know. I had to switch. I didn't know if I was going to go from cupcake to serious daddy mode. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this shit out. But the name of the stream is, yeah. The name of the stream is Fountain of Truth. The description of the stream is shout out to Shapu at Fructus Research. First video on fountains and waterfalls. I resonate with these. I resonate deeply with these ideas. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start off the stream with playing that video. A little, I think it's like I don't even have to play the whole thing, but I think it's like 4 minutes or something. It's like a 4.5 minute video, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna actually start in the middle a little bit where I kind of left off the last time I was playing this. But this is, I'm gonna drop a link to it. This is Shapu Fructus, or I don't know, Fruit Kiss. Research my research. That's the name of his channel. So I'm gonna drop a link to that, and I'm gonna go ahead, play some of it, and finish setting up a couple things on my end. Go ahead, share screen. Clickety click as what's homeboy's name? Ceiling Fan Man. You guys know Ceiling Fan Man? Ceiling Fan Man, Jen, Truth Seeker 69, Shapu. They're like the three amigos, as they refer to it. Forgotten Waterfalls. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and play this vid.
Because the effect that it does, we can't see it with our eyes. You know, when water falls, it interacts with the surrounding air and excites it, and release, by exciting the air falling down, it releases pure oxygen in the air around the area, and it produces clean water by recombining the molecule of oxygen and hydrogen that are falling and splitting off in the air in the area that you can't see. Do you think the mist that you see when there's a waterfall, or you think that this is just a water splash and water splashing around? No, this is the new water being formed. You know, it's created out of thin air by exciting the oxygen in the air. It is released, then recombine the so-called atoms by combining with the hydrogen atoms that is released at the same time. You know, when water falls, it rubs on the surrounding air and release some molecules that, and it creates energy that you can't see, but it's there. And that is why I say all fountains are fountains of youth, or fountains of life, if you would like. I think they changed the translation somewhere. You know, but by having fountains and waterfalls near places where a lot of people go, it makes the air feel more energetic and clean. And people like to be there, but they don't know why. But in those areas, all the air is pure and clean, and this process even cleans the water, because the water that is formed, it's a new water, it's not old. And the process of recombining these structures of atoms or molecules cleans everything. This is how it is. It's the world.
Of course, I did the mute thing again. Good day, O'Shea. What's up, Michelle? Yeah, I just muted there for a little bit, but I was just talking about how that was Shapu's video. This is my video on an actual waterfall at Mount Shasta. I play all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rewind that a little bit. Yeah, this, talk about the feeling. That's the feeling I got at this place over here. Yeah, look at that right there. So that whole wall, and what really trips me out, I mentioned it before, is like around that area. So you'll leave the waterfall, you'll go up a little hill, and then there's train tracks, right? That kind of curve around a corner. I made a video over there. Made a few videos. My first video where it's like that 1 minute challenge. Paul put out a challenge, make a 1 minute video. He was putting out challenges to people and shit. And so I made my 1 minute video up there, but like in the video, there's fucking a wall behind me, right? And there's just water running down the wall, dude. There's just never ending water at this fucking place, dude. But the abundance of that water, and they're on top of mountains, dude. And this Mount Shasta is known for paranormal activity, some majestical, magical place. People travel there from all over the world. That waterfall is owned by some giant church, maybe some megalithic church that people congregate to. Yeah, because it's near Reading. It's not too far from Reading, and Reading has got this giant monolithic church. I ran into the people. I kind of fucked with them a little bit. So I was like, hey, do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? And I was kind of trolling. I shouldn't troll with such matters, maybe, but I was kind of believing it too. But I was just more taken aback by how they responded. They were like, yes, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, I could just totally cult you motherfuckers up if I wanted to be a weirdo, like your pastor probably is, but I don't know. I'm talking shit about their church. I don't know about these monolithic churches, whether they're good or bad or cults or not. They seem like good people. They were volunteering their time, digging up dirt as groups. There was this group of beautiful people, but they're from all over the world. It was like a 10,000 person congregation in the tiny town of Redding, California, up in Northern California, near Humboldt County, California, which is known for growing marijuana up in the mountains. Man, I was up in those mountains of Humboldt, dude. And you see the real sky. That's the real deal. It's like someone said it, dude. It's like living in a national park. Because I thought I was living in a tent over there, but the dude had a farm out there. One of these flat earthers, Flat Earth Farms. Shout out Derek, Flat Earth Farms. He let me stay on his property. We did sweats. I tried to work, but I don't think I worked enough. I kind of fucked that up a little bit, but it's all right. You live and you learn. He allowed me to experience that and get a little taste of what's, a bunch of things. Had a little experience out there, and I'm grateful for it, man. Derek's a good dude, generous dude. Does a lot for people, a lot of service. So shout out to him, Flat Earth Farms. That's like his branding, He's got T-shirts. So if anyone wants to support him and show him love, 'cause he helps a lot of people with RSO and stuff, which I believe is a true spagyric medicine. So salute. What was I getting into? I was talking about this waterfall right here. Yeah, we started it out. Fountain of Truth is the name of the stream. I had some notes here too. Some things I wanted to touch on. I got a few things: waterfalls, fountains, alchemy. Yeah. So basically, I wanted to touch on what Shapu was talking about in his video. You know what I mean? That we showed. Which is like these fountains, right? Like right now, I'm near. There's a fountain, a little mini fountain right here. You know what I mean? Little waterfall, actually. Little mini waterfall, actually. Believe it or not. But you might be able to hear it splashing around. But yeah, the way. So like when you see the fountains that shoot the water up into it, makes a mist and resettles. I mean, some of that mist that kind of just stays in the air. And how simple of a process if you understand that alchemical procedure you're looking at. Because spagyrics is nothing more than taking plants, breaking them down to their purest forms, and then recombining them, and it turns into a medicine. It's a whole process, though, of distillation, of knowledge, alchemical, hermetic, trismegistus type, protected type information. Where they would put out these plates, they would put out a lot of misinformation, too. They would only give limited information. A lot of it was symbols. Like you would look at a plate and you would have to just look at an image and you could figure out a bunch of information. Like a picture tells 1,000 words. So you would look at this alchemical plate and it would have all these different, there would be someone standing there doing this. So everything you see had a meaning. And it could tell a big, vast, long story alchemically to actually help you through the process to learn, okay, how do I take this plant and make medicine from it? You know what I mean? So you could look at these plates through along your process. Okay, I've been trying this. Oh, this plate has this on it. It's trying to say this. Or is it trying to mislead me? So I don't know, man. I hope you guys can follow the thread. I might be ranting and raving like a schizophrenic idiot, but it's all part of the process, I guess. You got to get broken down. Michelle, I'm ready. Hello, sweetheart. We got Jeep Girl in the building. Ascending Ancient. Much love. Yeah, so what's all this cupcakey knowledge I'm trying to spit, dude? This cupcake, feminine fucking teacher. Want some fucking rant and raving. All right, let's get into accountability. Let's get into the real deal. Forget about these fairy dairy waterfalls, mists of air. And yeah, true, Brian. Like the renamed a lot of sacred site, Devil's Fields or Devil's Tower, Devil's this, Devil, yeah, it's her people. I got that fucking water called Liquid Death. How about you go suck a dick, jump off a fucking cliff, fucking slit your throat. Liquid Death, you fucking bitch, hoe, motherfucker. The living water, isn't that what Jesus talks about? The living water, isn't that what I'm expressing? Isn't that what I'm learning through these fountains? Jesus said it. I'm the living water. That's why you could be this shit. That's why be nature. That's what they say when Shapu said when people are by waterfalls, they have a good feeling. They feel better. It's more healthier. I want to be that when I walk into a room. I want people's motherfucking energies to feel better, be uplifted, to feel safe, protected, knowing the image of God, the steward. And I can learn from nature how to do all that shit. Be like water. The way water does that, it gives you a good feeling, a fountain. You can make your own fountains. You could take water, spray it in the air with a hose. You could do it. You could take mists. I used to do that. We did that at Burning Man Festival. Don't label me a hippy dippy idiot for going to Burning Man. But we had spray bottles where we would, and I would spray people. And there's a lot of violent, like gift culture. So you like just spray someone down just because to be nice. Like, oh, you want to get sprayed down because it's so hot. You got the spray bottles. Oh yeah, mist me up. And they had mist going everywhere in these hot climates. Arizona, Vegas, a lot of the restaurants will just be blowing mist in the air. And sometimes I feel like they fuck with that shit because they put a chemical in it or something. I don't know how good that one smells. Like, see the opposite of it? Maybe a chemtrail. They're putting a mist in the air. They say the Holy Spirit is what you breathe. So I'm near a little mini waterfall, right? So it's creating a mist, a big waterfall. See the mist. And that's pure oxygen, right? Like Shapu was saying, because the water, and it's getting clean too, right? It's being tumultuous. It's going through a tumultuous thing. It's splashing around. Like in a water, it's getting, what do they call it? There's a term for that too in an alchemical procedure where you vibrate it. It's being fucking agitated, right? Agitation, isn't that the name of a mechanical product, like in a washing machine? An agitator. It's where it shakes it up. Like, give your head a shake. Sometimes you want to grab someone. I said that I want to grab you and shake some sense into you. Or you can agitate a situation through triggering. I'm going to agitate you to get to the purity, to get this to, it's part of the process of getting rid of the feces, the putrefaction, the waste. So you're left with only the pure, the truth. So the way water breaks apart like that into oxygen, it falls, is agitated, hits a bottom, rises, and then breaks apart into its purest form, pure oxygen. And then as it settles back with the hydrogen, it becomes water again. That mist or whatever sometimes recombines. So you break it apart and recombine it. So do that with your own psyche, your own personality, your own process. Break yourself apart and reassemble. Remember what you are. It all goes back to one language where it's tough to lie without blushing or stammering. Imagine speaking in such a way. Imagine if that language came back, right? Because isn't that a biblical story where all of a sudden people couldn't understand each other, all these different languages? Probably because it went right back to one language. So they're babbling. Like, I don't understand what the fuck you're saying. All babbling. Because only the truth applies. Otherwise, you're just babbling. Imagine a language so pure, but imagine the higher levels of thinking and the higher levels of consciousness to be able to speak in such a way. But I guess that's a target. Imagine someone that could speak in such a way at this time. That'd be like a Christed being, right? You could speak in such a way. That it resonates, right? It's like the waterfall. It'll give people a good feeling. You'll be like the water, the air at the waterfall, the Holy Spirit. You'll be speaking and they'll feel the way people feel at a waterfall. They just feel good. They feel better. They don't really know why. They just feel better. You guys are pretty cool, though. The giant trees watering system. That's a wild thought. Yeah, I've seen like pictures of giant trees with like houses on them. That's so wild. Yeah, big ass trees, the size of things. I mean, the size of people. If you have ginormous trees like that, I mean, you've heard stories of like, they have mainstream stories of like, oh, there was a time in the millions of years ago where there was more oxygen, and so bugs were big as fuck. Like these stories of dinosaurs and shit. But they're trying to say bugs were big as fuck. If bugs were big as fuck, we'd be fucked. You know that, right? If an ant was the size of my hand, there'd be no humans probably. Those motherfuckers could lift up like, they'd be like lifting up buildings and shit. They could lift like 100 times their size and weight. If those things were bigger, we'd be fucked. And birds, if birds were crazy predators, if there was some crazy giant pterodactyl eagle shit, what the fuck am I talking about, dude? Let me get back to some fucking weirdo shit. No one wants to hear this. Fuck, 5 people? Man, I got competition this morning. I'm talking about some real shit, unless I'm babbling like a schizophrenic, but we got OTW and we got Benton live. That's the problem with jumbling all this up. Just fucking all standing on the same corners, selling weed. We should expand operations. We're just stepping all over each other. What did I want to get into? I got some notes here. OTAR W went live. Yeah. So accountability, that's one thing I could get out. These streams don't have to be too long, I guess. They could just be for me. Not really have to worry about numbers, other people. Could be part of my process, right? Just talking to the camera, talking to myself. Some self-affirmations. I'll do a moment of fucking silence up here. I'll do a whole meditation, silent meditation on your ass. And watch the numbers pop from that for some stupid reason. All right, accountability. I streamed yesterday. Then I went on Paul's stream for a few hours. Which I don't know. I'm trying to support the dude. So yeah, it was a great stream. I feel like I just don't know. I get paranoid. You know, my time, energy, and attention. But no, I was on there. I try to do my thing. I try to think about how I could be, you know, part of this, help this process. But I don't know if I'm getting punked on discernment. I try to wonder that sometimes. But it could be my insecurities popping up. Because that's another thing I wanted to bring up is sometimes you start making moves and you start getting some momentum. That's when I want to get all insecure. That's when my insecurities want to flare up. If things start going well, like when you're near that waterfall and it's like a good feeling, you're like, damn, this feels good. This is weird. Something must be up. So I got to get over that. I got to train myself to be comfortable in the uncomfortable and make the uncomfortable the new comfort, right? Orange is the new black. Anyways, shady ass shit. I saw that. Left my ass off. So I'm still blocked. Yesterday said that Paul told him to block me. I spent fine pretending he didn't know how to unblock. These fucking shenanigans in these streets. Being a service on the stream, etc. Being a service is something I was thinking about. So yeah, because someone left a comment, oh, I appreciate your knowledge. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't look at myself like that. Like, oh, I got knowledge I could pass on. But I guess, you know, I've looked into a lot of things. I've lived a lot of life. You know, and I just have this kind of like natural curiosity and kind of a nerdy aspect of myself where I've delved deep into the Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta aspects of Hinduism. You know what I mean? Reading the Upanishads, their sacred texts, living life. I was out there in Los Angeles reading the I Ching, meditating, having mild samadhi experiences for meditation. Surprisingly, I wasn't really looking for it. Samadhi is like if you meditate, you'll get to a point where I came out of the meditation and I felt incredibly connected to the world. I saw many more connections than I normally do. And it was like a hyper focus and awareness of connections. It was a great feeling. And it was incredible connectedness to nature, almost like I could communicate with nature. And anything I looked at, I saw a billion connections, like a spider web of dots. And my brain was just exploding with like visions of connections and understandings of connections. So it's very intense. And then it wore off, you know what I mean? And then you have your ups and downs of life and you kind of forget about those experiences a little bit. But I put a lot of time into meditation. It's not like something I just started meditating a few days. Like I originally got into meditation like at the age of 21, 22. And I trained myself how to be a good meditator. So I developed different techniques that I carried with me over the years. So at different times when I would be meditating, I wasn't consistent over to 20, you know, because now that would have been like 25, 27 years ago since I was 22. I'm 49. I just turned 49. So I got to pack everything into this 40, dude. I can't be turning 50 being a fucking goofball, dude. That 50 has a different ring to it. It's like you're going on the other side. I was like, all right, get your shit together. What? So, but yeah, the meditation, I was deep into it. I was kind of went into a trance state using a certain technique. I was kind of bobbling back and forth in a mild trance state in the meditation. And then must have been 20 minutes. Like it was after the meditation, it clicked in that I was having some sort of experience of awareness and connectedness. It's a very blissful, very, very great feeling. Very peaceful, like loving feeling. That energy is already trying to burst through me and trying to behave. What are these guys up to in chat down here? McLovin getting randy in chat down there. The ladies are fucking, everyone's all worked up in chat. What the fuck's going on? I don't know what you guys are up to down there. He says, that energy is already trying to burst through me, NJ. I'm trying to behave. Are these two going to meet up and bang it out or what? I don't know what they're talking about down there, but whatever. Enjoy your time on this journey, your experiences. Do what you got to do. Accountability. So I streamed yesterday myself in the morning. I streamed on Paul's. I hopped on Paul's panel. Then I was like, all right, I got to get ready for a comedy show tonight. But the only show tonight that I found was like a late one. And I was already tired as fuck. So I ended up going to the grocery store and I was like, I bought onion rings and fucking like these potato wedges. Those are deep fried. So it's like, all right, that's not healthy living, but I didn't go to the sweets. The sweets I got was candied grapes, which are crazy expensive, but I ate a bunch of them in the store. I ain't gonna lie about it. I watched this guy, Calvin Gaines. He's always eating grapes in the store, so I try to rationalize it. They're eating grapes. I'm eating a few grapes, but these candy grapes, $4.99 a pound. What do they call them? Cotton candy. They taste like fucking cotton candy. I love good tasting grapes. That's why I don't eat green or red grapes. I like the black grape. They call them black, but they're like purple. The Majestic Royal Purple, probably. They call them black grapes, right? Black grapes. But I only like them small. They're fatty now. In the summer, they were smaller, but now they're big, fat, fake, steroided up grapes. I don't like the fatty grapes. I like the small, sweeter black grapes. So I'll get those. But instead, I got the candy grapes because they are sweet as fuck. Almost too sweet, almost too good tasting. And like, damn, something's up with this shit. Is this even healthy? It tastes like candy. But grapes are dope. They come off that vine. Damn, 3 viewers? What the fuck is going on? Am I tripping? That's what you get for going in the morning, man. Worry about these goddamn numbers. Who gives a fuck? It's got to be for me and my process, right? What am I doing? Worrying about you, motherfuckers. Let me drop the link. I never even dropped the link, huh? Let's see what you motherfuckers are up to. Jeep girl's laughing on there. Yeah. So, being a service, accountability. All right, let me continue down. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to come here and confess to you guys every day. Confess. Tell you guys about my fucking previous day. So, what did I do? I fucking went to the store. I ate the fucking onion rings and potato wedges and grapes. And then I went to just the spot. I went to the spot where I sleep, and I just packed it in early, man. I don't know what time I went to bed, 7, 8 p.m. I was tired as fuck. It was cold as fuck. It's getting cold as fuck out here at night. But it's all right. I got enough blankets and shit, sleeping bags. I'm all right with all that shit. But put a beanie on. Got a big ass quilt type thing. But fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So I'm just trying to stay accountable. I didn't do comedy, but fuck it. I went to bed early. I got up early. I was thinking, all right, I'm gonna be up early. I'm gonna beat all these motherfuckers to streaming, or at least OTW. And then fuck, motherfuckers go live the same time I do. My fucking dude, there's no way I'm muted, right? I'm fucking paranoid. You guys are freaking me the fuck out. What's going on in chat? What did I want to get into? I got some more notes. I think I finished the waterfall thing, the alchemy, good feeling, oxygen, Chaput video. Let me just read all these notes, pick something out of here. The waterfalls is the main thing, dude. I'm tripping out on that. I love that shit. The oxygen, the good air. Start a community near a waterfall, dude. Let's see. Civil War direction. Okay. The direction the country's in, going towards civil war, which relates to the resets, loops. Okay, and then I'll just read the whole thing, but is the moon involved as a soul catcher, which would make Prison Planet and 9/11 skipping 10, so we don't get to perfection. So when you die, you would kind of leave this place and go somewhere else, right? But instead, the moon is catching that, bringing you back down, so you're caught in some sort of loop. And it is interesting. The moon does look man-made, man. The way it looks like there's some sort of electrical aspect to it. It looks like it's getting blown out. And on that new moon, it is touching the sun, basically. They're going hand in hand throughout the sky, throughout the whole day. So does the sun have something to do with souls? So like if a soul was leaving here, it would go through the portal of the sun, the wormhole of the sun. But the moon, on the new moon at least, catches souls and recycles them back in here. I don't fucking know, dude. The moon does seem artificial, though, dude. Because it's the only one you could really see, and it looks like it's some sort of electrical blast, like an anode. Some people had a battery idea. It'd be the cathode or something, whichever one gets blasted and degraded. The moon is strange. If it was man-made, dude, we got to blow that fucking thing up like the Death Star. There's theories that motherfucker wasn't there before. It's potentially man-made. Some sort of technology, soul catcher, dream catcher. A dream catcher, it's like a net. What the fuck am I talking about, dude? Some schizophrenic fucking shit. The moon is natural. You're seeing the top of the dome of that world. The realms are all connected, bowls within bowls and domes within domes. Yeah, like the mandalas. Yeah, like somewhat like Slick Dissident was showing a. I'll just pop up his page. He's got this crazy schizophrenia. The Slick Dissident. Look at this shit. He's got this fucking thing on his wall where he fucking full screen. Where? He's got this thing on his wall. So it look like some fucking Zodiac killer, fucking skits. That's the bedroom you walk into when you fucking finally find. Isn't this every like CSI fucking episode? They end up at some fucking apartment with this on the wall. Anyways, the Slick Dissident. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link to this video. I didn't really watch much of his shit yet, but I do enjoy him on Chance's Interverse with him and Dylan Sicosio and those guys. I'm gonna drop the link to what we're looking at right now. I mean, I'm not saying I don't watch his videos because I don't enjoy him. I just never put time into him. I'm sure I would get something out of it. He seems like a pretty brilliant dude. He gave a brilliant rant on equity. I could play again. I play that all the time. Equity, hygiene. On the podcast, talking about the Aura Linda book. See, there's all these connections here. Chaput turned me on to the Aura Linda book. He's the guy with the videos of the fountains. All right, let me get coherent. So yeah, he's this thing right here. So all these connections. I don't know what he's got going on here. I forgot why I showed this, but I was talking about connections. And we were talking about the moon, soul catchers. We were talking about, because this dude had the idea that, okay, so you start with a circle, right? I guess that would be like a male thing, be like a male type of, right? And then you got another circle kind of connected to the edge of that other circle. That's how it starts. So we're talking about like the beginning of things, right? How things first start. You got the male, then you got a female, right? Kind of connected, touching that other circle. Kind of touching the edge of it, right? Kind of holding hands. And then, or maybe, it's more than just touching the edge. It's kind of like, going through it. Then, be like a child would be like a third one connected to both of them, right? So they're all connected to each other. And then the other connections from there, it starts to build like a flower thing, like a mandala, like kind of like what you said, domes within domes and bowls and bowls. It's like the Russian dolls, the concentric things, cycles within cycles. Kind of like the way I saw the connectedness of everything in my Samadhi experience, like it would kind of look like that, a visual of how I felt about things. You just can sense and feel all the connections flower out. So, yeah, fuck, this looks like it's going to be a fucking edge. 33 minutes, 33 seconds we've been live. Interesting. 2 viewers. What the fuck is going on, dude? Am I tripping? Is this just the worst of the worst? I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude. I guess Benton and fucking OTW. Paul must be over at OTWs. That's what I'm guessing. That's how they got it. That's how they got it. There's no. I gotta figure this out. What's going on? 33. Oh, there's 33 watching over there. Oh, this stream sucks, I guess. 2 people. If you could count on these numbers. Yeah, bro, Russian dolls. Fucking NJ Jeep girl holding it down with me, dude. Who the fuck else is here? This is crazy. Whatever. I don't know. I guess I gotta start arguing with some of the motherfucking people. Might be too feminine of an energy. I was trying to avoid that today. I don't know. I thought we were spitting, had something going on here. Maybe when people rewatch it, because the one girl did say I learned from you. So maybe the stuff I talk about here today, a lot of people might not even have thought about this stuff. Don't really have, So if I could be like a teacher, the nerdy school teacher, I don't need that many viewers. If one person's getting something out of this, right? Isn't that what they say? That's me being a service. So if I'm helping that person out, you left a comment, you know what I mean? Whatever. It's trippy. The Russian dolls is cycles within cycles, the wheel of time, you know what I mean? Because you got the Kali Yuga cycle, the different ages, golden, silver, bronze, iron. As the wheel of time spins, right? So we'd speculate we're in the Iron Age, the bottom, but the wheel of time is going to spin, right? You know, nothing new under the sun. But then you look at it as a spiral, right? So you're looking at it head on, it's a circle. But then if you look at it sideways, you're going to see the concentric with the spinning of it, right? Like if you were to open something up and it expanded and contracted. If you're looking at it this way, if you go like this, it's, you know what I'm saying? The graph of time, what does that look like? Is that just one line, infinite, in all directions? The fuck is time? They say time gets created at some point. So there's like the Holy Spirit, that's like some sort of supreme being, like the breath, the Holy Spirit, right? So at some time that spirit, some sort of God creation, created time through the making of this world or something. I don't know. Time, the illusion of Maya. Yeah, time's kind of an illusion. It was created at some point. So the farther you go back, higher realms of thinking, right? You're going back to like source. So at some point, there's no time. So just chill out, man. There's no time. Just relax. See all these paradoxes? Nah, we're running out of time. You know, get your land, store your food, get your guns, bunker down, storm's coming. Yeah, streaming up to others do not exist. That's true. You know, because sometimes I look back a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, damn, you're retarded. And then sometimes like, nah, you got a little flow. You're kind of coming out of your fog, which could have something to do with eating too, getting that protein back in me. When I eat the rice, quinoa, and lentils, which is a nice frugal way of eating healthy. So you can mix all three of them together, man. They talk about getting lost in the sauce. That's what people say. You get you some tomatoes, put those lentils in there. Get how you make a sauce. Get like 4 tomatoes, put them in a pan, heat the pan up, cut the tomatoes up. That'll make like a tomato sauce. The beginnings of it, and then put water in there. Put your quinoa, rice, lentils. Put other vegetables, and you're good to go. You got your protein, got your vegetables. There's a recipe that does that. That has peas, carrots, rice, and lentils. I think it's one other vegetable. Peas, carrots. I can't think of another vegetable if there is one. There might not be, but rice, lentils, quinoa. Can't go fucking wrong. Tomatoes. Can't go too wrong with that shit. I guess tomato, yeah. Walking my dog and listening. Yep. NJ Jeep Girl in the beginning, the beautiful Michelle Moretti, my bad. That's what I meant to say. Walking my dog. Beautiful Michelle Moretti. Not that NJ Jeep Girl's not beautiful. She was on my stream. I like to mention that. I don't know how many other streams she's been on. She talked to my mother. That was interesting. Mama O'Shea. Maybe I'll have to give her another call at some point. What's up, man? Oh, what's up? You're live. Oh, okay. I'm not making fun of my mom. I was just trying to imitate her voice, and it came out a little strange. Yeah. So this reset thing, man, I got these notes about the Civil War. They're pushing us towards a Civil War, right? That it feels like. So right, we got some sort of whatever the mainstream history says there was some sort of Civil War. 100 years ago, 150 years ago, 200 years ago, whatever it is. It wasn't 100 years ago. Closer to 200 or 150 years ago, right? So the Civil War. So what the fuck was that? There's a mainstream history of it that they taught us in school and shit, right? But to me, I resonate that it's part of some sort of reset. That's part of that bifurcation, that black, red, and blue, male, female, lefty, leftist, rightist, feminist, MGTOW, incel, inept, or wild out, precocious, what are they called? Promiscuous, incel, promiscuous. Like, it's just like the pendulum's just all on both sides. You know, where's the middle ground that we talk about? So the Civil War, you know what I mean? With the, you know, Israel, Palestine, pick a side, America, the rest of the world. Mask on, mask off, you know, medical treatment, non-medical treatment. Like we see it, you know what I mean? How they could create, how easily it could be created. People can be influenced to like look at their neighbor. People were calling the police on their neighbors. Someone came over to their house. They're not quarantining, and you know, we'll pay you if you snitch on your neighbors if you see their mother-in-law coming over for dinner. They're supposed to be quarantining. No mother-in-law, no group activities. So fucking retarded, dude. The Holy Spirit. Block the Holy Spirit, the breath that these fountains create. The name of this video, Fountain of Truth. You know, the fountain of youth. They say it used to be the fountain of life. Christ, I am the living water, a waterfall, abundance. It could teach you how to fall in life, and that falling might not be that bad, because when water falls, it creates healthy oxygen. Life, it brings life. And when you fall, like, isn't there a story about Jesus had to go to hell? And he like stamped his flag in hell and came out. So fallen angel, you know what devil is? The fallen being. And how to fall without hurting yourself. Or you see a cat fall, dude, they could go out many, many stories, dude. Bam, get back up. How the mighty have fallen. That's what I look at when I look at mountains. If those things were giant buildings, whoo, how the mighty have fallen, man. There's some crazy buildings. Because I think that's the only interior of the buildings. So we're only seeing like 1/3, a fraction. That's what it talks about in the Bible. I'm going to melt these mountains. You only need to know 1/3 of what was going on. I'm gonna destroy these cities. There'll only be 1/3 left. As a reminder, not to fuck around. Fucking play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Fuck around and find out. See, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at this waterfall as I'm saying all this shit. It's interesting. There's a waterfall like fucking 20 feet away from me, like a little mini one, man-made. And you see this, you see the way this wall is made with that janky-ass brick? That janky-ass brick. See the way they do that pattern? You see that? It's not like a normal, perfect. They janked it up just like the mountains. This isn't near. They got these bedrock mountains, so they're almost imitating what the mountains are looking like. And that's all over. You find this type of shit all over gas stations, storefronts. It's look at it. Look at the brick. How it's janky. It's not perfect bricks. They put everything in your face, right? So yeah, these civil wars and resets. So they're pushing us towards a quote unquote civil war, right? Some people are going to be on the land. It seems to me, some people, if I could see trends where things are trending, like some people are going to be on land and some people are going to be in these big smart cities, right? And we're going to be the greatest enemies to people in the smart cities because we represent freedom and justice while they're caught up in craft and deception. Because it's always going to be craft and deception contending with freedom and justice. Yeah, so the world is falling. The world is in the process of falling off the cliff, the water, and it's gonna hit the fucking turbulent thing, and it's gonna get all broken apart. That's what's happening to our society and the psyches. Our psyches, more importantly, it's like not really the state of the world; it's the state of the mind of the people in the world, right? Which is what creates the slavery. It starts in your mind first, right? So, yeah, you just control people's heart and minds. Isn't this what kind of what Paul gets into? This type of information, knowledge, higher levels of thinking. There was a term I used to fuck around with my little nephews, and I'd be like, you control the head, you control the body, right? We'd be wrestling, or my older brothers, shit, they'd do it to me. You control the head, you control the body. They'd be fucking with you, right? It's a wrestling term. So they'd grab you by your head and like, you'd be trying to be like, nah, see, I got you under control. I'm controlling your head, I'm controlling your body. So you control someone's mind. That's part of that pimp shit too. They get in the hearts and minds of the women, but trying to bring it to more of a benevolent pimp daddy type thing, which Paul talks about in the streets. Or, you know, because I saw this movie from the 70s, one of these black exploitation things, and he's like, there's this little white girl and there's this black pimp, and he's like, I'm gonna be your daddy. He's like sweet talking her, I'm gonna be everything you need. You know what I mean? And he's like, and she's like, yeah, daddy. Because you could tell she's like a broken girl who probably had no daddy. So it was like, he was like, you know, sweet talking her or whatever, however a pimp moves like that. But he was also spitting real shit. Like he maybe wasn't even lying to her in that moment. Like, I'm gonna give you all this shit, right? But like they say, like in a more of a benevolent thing, it's like you build them up, show them the game. It's a stewardship, right? Like the way the male, female, the male, the land, the animals, the man and the animals, the stewardship of a man on a land with the animals, how we steward that. When we get a piece of land and we start taking care of it, and there's animals involved and wildlife and working with nature, to be a steward of this operation instead of fucking it up. The inversion. Instead of being a steward, let's go on a plane and fucking spray fucking who the fuck knows what in some attempt to just fucking kill, destroy, death. Liquid death, right? You bitch ass motherfucker, Theo Vaughn. That liquid death on your fucking podcast, you bitch ass motherfucker. That liquid death really fucking irks me, dude. I'm fucking mad at myself for taking a sip out of that can. I was at a bar, dude. I was like, let me get some water. Like, oh, we only got carbonated water. I was like, all right, I'll take that. Fucking opens up the can of liquid death and then hands it to me. I should be like, hell no. Nah. But I'm like, he opened it. Like, see how these little tricks? I'm like, oh, he already opened it. Who gives a fuck if you already opened it? Get that fucking can away from me, dude. And I paid like probably $4 or $5 for it plus a tip. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. What the fuck was I thinking? And then I'm sitting there fucking not even wanting to drink. I feel like I took a sip or two and I just put it down. I was all fucking frustrated. Civil War, resets, loops, something have to do with the moon, soul catch. 9/11. 9, in terms of numerology, you start out at 1, right? And then you progress, you get to 9. And then there's a natural type of ending point, 10. Because 10 is 1. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, which is actually 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, that's a natural process. You know, 11 would be 2. So you go 10, 11. 10 is 1. 11 is 2. 12 is 3. I mean, so that even through that just keeps going naturally. It's probably not an accident. Now that I think about 1992, that 9 and that 2, because the 2 is the 11. In 1992, I think, you know, NWA, how that gangster rap started. really, really becoming popular. All right, what am I fucking talking about, dude? I'm talking about resets. I'm talking about how 9/11 is a reset. Being encoded in things. The date 9/11, the actions they take. You know, why they thought that was a big special moment that got led up to. They needed to have these twin towers and do their black magic's sigil fucking operations. Through their higher levels of thinking, even though it's evil thinking, still they think on a higher level. They could have activated pineal glands. So think of what you're up against. You have people they think at a higher level, higher levels of consciousness probably, even though it's for evil, and the pineal glands are activated too. Dude, you better step the fuck up. You want to compete with these motherfuckers. That's why they just pimp and run game on everyone, dude. Just whatever. I mean, it's gonna come back on them eventually, but they get to run amok for a little while. So the 9/11 cycle, Civil War. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 should go to perfection of 10. Nope, we're gonna skip it. We're gonna go to 11, which is 2. So it's gonna go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, because 11, because it goes 9 to 11. 11 is 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it starts a loop, it starts a cycle. So what we have to do, it seems to me, is get back to perfection. And what's preventing us? Is it the moon? Is the moon capturing souls? Is that what's creating this prison operation? Is it recycling souls? Is that what going towards the light is? You go towards the sun, dumps the souls to the moon. What the fuck am I even talking about? Is this schizophrenic? Should I pull up? Oh, I gotta pull up this thing when I start talking like this. I gotta pull up this. Am I the guy in the room right now? Like just like pointing shit out on this fucking graph? Like, don't you guys understand, dude? Don't you understand about the Civil War, 9/11? I don't even know. I haven't really looked at what's on here. A lot of stuff on there though. Civil War, 9/11, loops, me caught in a loop and not going to perfection. Interesting. I don't know what to say. I'm just thinking this shit out. So Civil War, that's what they're pushing towards, right? And then they say, oh, things were reset after the Civil War. This looping reset that we seem to be caught up in. Oh, after the Civil War, there was, Declaration of Independence, the North and the South, that was the beef, free versus slave. We're going to the land, free versus slave. In the smart cities, there's a similar dynamic there. Damn, I thought I had a thread there. All right, let me start again. Civil War, looping, resets. The reset after the Civil War. Yeah, it seems like these wars, any type of destruction and bombing is probably, they're just destroying like awesome shit, like a fountain, a building, an old building, a cathedral, evidence of higher levels of thinking. Maybe there's information that could be gleaned just from the architecture. Maybe there's a whole story and a whole way of thinking. And just like when you stand near a waterfall, you just feel better. You don't know why. It's like when you enter a cathedral, you feel better. Something's happening to your resonance. So in these bombing campaigns, it's really probably just destroying evidence and destroying beautiful things that really have nothing to do with like war. Like we're gonna bomb the enemy and bomb bridges, destroy their transportation routes. Some of these bridges could have been badass old ass bridges, dude. I've seen a badass old bridge near Philadelphia and Delaware. Crazy fucking bridge, dude, with giant arches. It's made of stone, and it was in like a forest setting. And it's like the terrain was like hilly and, you know, watery. And it just fucking rips right through all of it, dude. Just fucking a giant fucking bridge, dude, with trains on it or whatever. Fucking stone, just majestic looking. Like, who the fuck made that thing, dude? They're trying to say, I think I did some research on it. They said the thing was made in a year with like 800 workers or something, dude. Fucking. Thing might as well be the Great Wall of China or something, dude. This thing was so fucking majestic. These assholes are going to say in the 1800s, they made it in a year with 800 dudes making $1 a day, like, or something stupid. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm getting all fucking worked up. All right, we got 7 viewers. Cool. I can't keep this up, dude. Maybe I'll just go an hour, dude. I can't. There's something about this number count that's fucking tweaking me out. You gotta figure something out about this. All right. Getting into anything else? Did I ever drop the link? Let me try dropping that link. Whoops. Oh, okay. Do this. No, I just fucked up. Can't even drop my link now, but I got it pinned. So it should be pinned, right? No, I got it dropped. Go ahead and pin it. Fuck it. But yeah, I might just be wrapping it up. We're good. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but yeah, this could be just more of my process, more for me, more talking to the screen. Don't have to worry about numbers as long as I'm accountable and making moves and going towards getting my piece of land and getting my shit together. Then things are gonna all work out. Maybe this fucking weed will fucking bring some magic on. I don't know. This fucking sativa. Maybe that's fucking the whole missing ingredient right now. It's gonna just turn everything fucking around. Let's hit this fucking joint. All right. I'm just looking through my notes. Paranoid about sneak dissing and lack of awareness. Discernment. Yeah. Get paranoid. My insecurities start flaring up. Just being punked and trolled. Gotta get over this shit. But let's go ahead and play the full video since the name of this video is Fountain of Truth. I had from beginning to end. It's a 4-minute and 30-second video. Might be a little apropos at this time. This is Chaput. I already got his link down there. So let me find the video again. What the fuck is it? I forgot. Yeah, Forgotten Secret of Fountains and Waterfalls. The name of the channel is Fruit Kiss. FRU. Research my research. All right. Let's get into
the forgotten truth about fountains and waterfalls. Back in the 1700s or before, they used to. The forgotten truth about fountains and waterfalls. Back in the 1700s or before, there used to be a lot more waterfalls everywhere on Earth. In all the big cities, castles, and places had lots of fountains and small waterfalls. But why? Why would they build all these waterfalls? Was it only to make it more beautiful? Maybe. And maybe not. But there's a real function behind these fountains. And we lost the knowledge of it. But these fountains and waterfall was and is for purifying the air and cleaning the air and the waters that are in it. You know, did you ever went near a big waterfall or a big fountain? Did you notice that the air around this area is so fresh, so good that you can feel it when you breathe? Yeah. The reason for this is that it is the knowledge that we lost. because the effect that it does, we can't see it with our eyes. You know, when water falls, it interacts with the surrounding air and excites it, and release. By exciting the air falling down, it releases pure oxygen in the air around the area, and it produces clean water by recombining the molecule of oxygen and hydrogen that are falling and splitting off in the air in the area that you can't see. Do you think the mist that you see when there's a waterfall, or do you think that this is just a water splash and water splashing around? No, this is the new water being formed. It's created out of thin air by exciting the oxygen in the air. It is released, then recombine the so-called atoms by combining with the hydrogen atoms that is released at the same time. When water falls, it rubs on the surrounding air and release some molecules and it creates energy that you can't see, but it's there. And that's why I say all fountains are fountains of youth or fountains of life, if you would like. I think they changed the translation somewhere. But by having fountains and waterfalls near places where a lot of people go, it makes the air feel more energetic and clean. And people like to be there, but they don't know why. But in those areas, all the air is pure and clean, and this process even cleans the water because the water that is formed, it's a new water. It's not old. And the process of recombining these structures of atoms or molecules cleans everything. This is how it is. It's the world.
Yeah, that's so true, man. When I visited this area that I'm gonna pull up right now, when I visited this place, I had such a tremendous desire to stay. I had a tremendous desire to stay at this place. And like this area right here is where I wanted to put up a tent, is where I wanted to live. I wanted to live right here, like in this forest part. I wanted to build a tiny home and live right here. And I'm like sad that I don't. But I guess you could make that happen, or I could research it. Because I'm like, oh, there's a giant church that lives there. I'm already making them a bad church. Why don't I reach out to them and start talking and investigating that place? It's near Mount Shasta, which is very famous. People travel all over the world to go over there for the beauty of it, the paranormal activity, the majesty, the magical aspects of it. There's probably mythology and stories of ancient things about Mount Shasta that, a god was born there or something. I don't know. I think there's certain stories about it, certain mythological type stories or whatever. But it's like, I felt a deep, would just want to live right there, dude. It's probably for the reasons Shapoo was mentioning. Like, air was clean. You could shower right there. Like, it's such fresh water. I really shower, maybe. You don't want to muck up that water. I don't know if you can muck up that water, if it's just flowing, and like even if you put soap in it and shit, it ain't gonna fuck it up. But just to stand under that water, go in that water, just have access to it. You probably, I wonder if you even have to like filter that water. I wonder if you could just drink it. It seems like you would be able to just drink that shit, right? It seems like it's so naturally filtered. Falling, whatever the fuck it's going through the green algae getting all filtered just by traveling along, getting cleaned up, right? Because stagnant water is with dirty, but flowing water, that's gonna be the clean shit. That's like your psyche, right? The flow state, right? The flow, currency, maritime admiralty law. That water, boy, depths, the void. We still don't know. They don't know about they could say what they say about the earth, the different things on this planet, whatever this place is, this realm, or the depths of the ocean, they don't know what's going on. The void below us, they can't even dig too deep. I think the Russians went, I don't know how many miles, 12 miles, and they just couldn't dig any deeper. It's like they hit a fucking unpenetrable barrier. I don't know how this realm works. What the fuck am I talking about, dude? 5 fucking people, dude. This is fucking crazy. All right, where are we at here? Being a service is on there. Get a waiter job. I'm about to get a waiter job, dude. These 5 fucking viewers. Be of service. I'm trying to play that out though in my head, dude. I don't know. Let get a shot, dude. What I got to lose. My thinking's getting me this far. We got discouragement and insecurity. How quick fucking a pendulum swing. I'll be on stage tonight rocking them out, thinking I fucking deserve the whole earth. There's one show tonight. Yeah, I know where it's at. There's only like one mic that I know of tonight. I think I rocked him out last time I was there. Yeah. The host even introduced me. He goes, I found this motherfucker behind the Albertsons. I asked him if he wants to do some comedy. Yeah, I should have played on that. I should have been like, yeah, this is my first time up here. I could have just smoked it anyway. It's like, I could have played off that. Instead, I said, oh, cool introduction, because I was all butthurt because I got triggered. And the crowd laughed at that. They took my side on that because it's a dumb way to introduce someone anyway. It's like, he doesn't, that's not funny. It doesn't sound funny to the audience. That didn't look like I just walked out of a garbage can. You know what I mean? So it was just like, you guys are pretty cool though, man. All right, accountability. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. Like I've heard said, I got the world by the balls. Do whatever I want. I don't got like a divorce I'm going through, custody battles, property, fucking distribution, or married with kids, and I don't know, married to some psychopath with I don't know, or some sort of job that I feel trapped to. Yeah, some sort of situation where I feel trapped, right? The point is I don't have a lot of attachments. I can just recreate myself in my world, my process, you know what I mean? Just reinvent, remember. Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. All the king's horses, the king's men. Yeah, when I fell in as most teenage boys do, they wild out one way or another. You fall a little bit as a young adult. You got family trying to put you back together, right? Sometimes you don't listen. You gotta figure shit out on your own. Or I don't even know. In hindsight, my family may not have the greatest discernment way back then either, based on decisions of the last few years. So it's tough. They call me on my birthday. I know my mom's sick to want me to call me, but then when I call them not on my birthday, so that's a weird dynamic. I didn't pick up any of the calls because I was actually working a lot. I worked 3-4 jobs, I think, on my birthday. I think I just worked all day, late too, from early morning to late evening. Fucking went to job to job to job. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm working all the time on TaskRabbit, but I had let the money get low, and then jobs started coming in, so I just started snatching them all up. I didn't give a fuck if it was my birthday or not. I'm getting this work. They're throwing at me, you know what I mean? Plus, you don't want to turn down jobs. That kind of affects your rating a little bit. But if you got the thing on, just expected to accept the jobs. Yo, what's up, Big Stank? Yeah, I'm just up here bambling. I think I made some sense. If not anything, I'm just talking to the camera and, you know, getting better at this shit, or being accountable myself, doing something like this in the morning to start a day, confess my sins from the previous day, and try to hold myself accountable to how I'm moving. Seems like you can make progress if you kind of move like that. So I got an opportunity to get on stage tonight. We'll see if it happens. But I'm just talking shit. It's got to be all about action, right? These higher levels of thinking. What the fuck is the action I'm going to be taking? You know what I mean? Doesn't matter what I come up here and say. It's probably how I'm living the rest of the day. That's what they would say at the AA meetings. You come to the AA meeting and sound all fucking cupcakey and lovey, and then go home and be all weirded out. So OTW is a moron. Man. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to discourage him. I'm the type of person that gets discouraged, so I don't want to be. Hey, he's on his path, his journey. We're butting heads with these time slots. Maybe I should just figure something out. We seem to want to stream at the same exact time, so I could always just kick it up earlier. Whatever. It's fucking weird. Like stream at night too. You could do 2 a days. See what happens. See what happens with a late show, right? Do both of them and see which one catches on. You guys are pretty cool though. We're going for 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. 1 1 1 1 1 1. It is 11. It does say 11 11. Sometimes I embellish. It'll be like 3 hours, 33 minutes, 20 seconds. And I'll be like 3 hours, 33 minutes, 33 seconds. But usually I'll wait. Sometimes I'll wait. Like right there, it was 1 1 2 1 2. But see, the 1 1 2 is part of the Fibonacci sequence. It goes 0 1. Then if you add those together, the 0 and the 1, you get 1. So that's how you get 0 1 1. Then you add the 1 and 1 together, you get 2. At 2 and the 1, you get 3. It's part of the golden ratio, the Fibonacci sequence. The balance. Which also makes sense with that thing. So you got 0, you got 1 circle. Right? You have the 0 first, which becomes like the circle itself manifests into like a 1 thing. You got 1 circle. You got 2 circles. Yeah, so that's 0. You got 1 circle plus the no circles is 1 circle. So you draw that one. You add those up. You got 2 circles. So you draw that one. And that's the 3. I don't know. Am I fucking tripping right now, dude? This weed might not. I don't know. Might not be a good idea to spark this up. What the fuck am I talking about? That's probably when I'm on my good rants when I go like, what are you talking about? Biggest service. I got these fucking notes next to me. Accountability, waterfalls, fountains, alchemy, good feeling, oxygen. Alchemy. That alchemy spagyrics. Shout out to Manfred M. Junius for writing Practical Handbook of Plant Alchemy. That's one hell of a book. You got me peeking over shifty eyed at these the security walk by. I gotta learn. See, that's what they give so much about other people. My actions be dictated by other people so much. You know what I mean? Gotta be on my square more. I'm always like peeking and creeping around and shit. Talk about how funny you are. Oh man. I mean, on stage sometimes. We'll see. I got these stupid one-liners. See, if I got the stupid 5-minute set that if I do in front of a non-common crowd, it works. But I gotta come up with new shit. But if I was to try to be funny, sometimes during those ad reads, we used to do these ad reads on Paul's thing, and it's like I could almost force myself to be funny. I don't know how to describe it. We had these fucking memes. I should maybe pull some of those up and make some of those in there. do some ad reads on my own channel, because sometimes I can force myself to be funny. You know what I mean? Kind of. I don't know what I do up here in Babel, man. I gotta maybe force myself at times, pull that out of me. I don't know why I keep it hidden in a bushel basket. Talk about how funny you are. What the fuck is your problem, Jeannie? Why would you? How does someone talk about how funny they are? That's retarded. Man, I'm so funny. You guys should see me sometimes. Not here though, but other times, other places. Whoo, I'm fucking. People are like, damn, that motherfucker's funny as fuck. You know what I mean? But here, it's all serious business. It's all Civil War, reset fucking things, 9/11 fucking encodes, fucking numerology, waterfalls, alchemy. What is your problem, Jeannie? God. Talking about alchemy and spagyrics and Manfred M. Junius, Practical Handbook of Plant Alchemy. Yeah, the 606 shit. Yeah, I just don't like those. I feel like I suck. Because sometimes those beats, dude, I feel like I'm all angry, just yelling at the crowd about. Because the way I see it is, I'm just pissed off that I can't catch the beat. That's why one time I gave him a beat, dude. I'll talk about how good at rapping I am, Jeannie. I'll switch from how funny I am to how good at rapping I am. But one time in those 606 ciphers he's talking about, you could find them. I told the DJ, I said, give me the Drake. What was the name of that track? It was when he was beefing with Meek Mills. Fuck, back to back, right? So it was the diss track to Meek Mills, and it was a hot track at the time, dude. I was wearing it out. I like that. That song was banging at that time, dude. So, and plus it was the controversy of the beef between him and Meek Mills, right? And Drake was basically bodying the dude, right? So I told the DJ, I said, give me that back-to-back beat, right? Instrumental. He's like, nah. He's like, you sure? He's just thinking, nah, you can't rock that. I'm like, what are you doing? He put that thing on, dude. It's some sort of magic happened, bro. I don't even know what I was rapping, but I started doing this ooh thing. And some people in the crowd hit back the ooh, and then the whole crowd started doing the ooh. So I do a few bars and I go, ooh. And to me, it was kind of powerful, bro. But I could have built off that because they were waiting for me to do some solo shit. They're like, damn, dude, we want to hear, you do these freestyles and shit. You'd be wilding out sometimes. But and then they would have nights. The freestyle dudes would have their own night to do their own produced shit. And I never really showed up for that or pushed for that. I should have. Because the dude came up to me one day. He's like, bro, people are telling me, like, when's O'Shea gonna have his day where he does his produced shit, not just the freestyle shit. You know? So, that's just a matter of probably getting discouraged, that my insecurities take over and not keep going. I just do comedy at the same time and shit too. I kind of had both, was rocking both of them, like making songs and doing the freestyles and getting up on stage and telling my one-liners and shit. If you ever come to Portland, I'd come out to see you. Yeah, that's what I could even do as part of this accountability process is because what I was scouting out spots to like do an open mic. And then like I guess what I could do is, okay, I got the open mic spot or whatever. Or you could even find a spot where you could even just set up a show for a day. I could come up, maybe I could invite a few comics that I like around and set up a little showcase. You know what I mean? I don't even know if I would charge, maybe, because you might get embarrassed with how many people show up. But then you could promote it, right? Promote it here. Paul has mentioned he would let me promote shit like that, I think. You know what I mean? So you never know. A couple people might show up. Give them a little bit of the business. Maybe break it into 3 parts. If I only got the strong 5-10 minutes of comedy, hit them with that, and then maybe try to philosophize a little bit. What I try to do around here, something or try. What's the other thing? Get the comment, or maybe a little music. Maybe hit them with a rap song or two. So yeah, with those 3, that'll fill up 40, 45 minutes. Hit them with the crawling out the depths. A few minutes of comedy, a few minutes of philosophy, and then cash my time card. punch out. Come to Des Moines. Yeah, I gotta figure out where I might have an audience. Where a few people might actually show up, or I could put something together, like put a few minutes together, grab a couple other people who I think I got some a couple quality comedians maybe or something. Put something together. Start figuring out that process of the business world, because you probably I can see myself getting excited about that shit once you start making a little money and seeing how to move. The business part of it could probably get addictive too, right? Making money. If I could ever get good at that. Good addictions, right? Business things, business deals, contract, making money. Yeah, man, fuck, dude. It's fucking kind of cold out here. Got my notes. Waterfall Alchemy, Spagyrics. Man, that'd be dope to be on a piece of property with a little Spagyric laboratory. I'm gonna go full fucking nerd, dude. But that would be something cool to like incorporate. You know what I mean? Like you're streaming and then you got fucking, all right, this is what I'm working on. You got your beakers and shit. Once you eventually even get some medicine going, like, hey, I got this dope medicine. I mean, like RSO would be a decent one to start. That's probably an alchemical process right there. Learned how to make RSO. Probably a good place to start as far as alchemy and spagyrics. Then you have some good medicine on hand. Yeah, that's probably a good thing to have bulk of on a piece of land. Inside of a tiny home is a good jar of RSO. Good fat fucking jar of it, dude. Lasts forever. Be good for all types of shit. Like basically, if you're the doctor, you can even pretend like no matter what anyone comes in, you just hand them RSO, dude. So, here's some RSO. But my arm's fucking hanging. Oh, I don't know. Man. Nah, but just for most things, I got a headache. Take some RSO. What? I got cancer. Here's some RSO. Got fucking nausea. Here's some RSO. I don't know. My throat's fucking sore. Here's some RSO. Because one of those cannabinoids, they probably excite some sort of healing process or something. And that RSO, I mean, obviously, if it's curing cancer, whatever the fuck it's doing, dude. Because I remember something was going on with me. Yeah, I had like a sore throat. And I remember I took the RSO and it just made things, it just like taking medicine, man. It just made you feel better, like it's going to be better. It felt like it was instantly like helping out my throat. Yeah. I made it once. It was great. I'd bring you some homemade RSO. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll probably be driving around. See, the thing is, I gotta start banging out these tasks. See, this accountability thing out. This is what's going to bring to light how no task rabbit job. So I might have to turn that motherfucker on after this stream. Come back with the accountability. Yeah, I got to put like 100, 200 bucks. I got to have like 100 a day minimum, dude. I got to make that every day, 7 days a week. If I ain't making 100 cash, no matter what I'm spending, if I don't make 100 cash doing something, I'm probably slipping right now, dude. I should be making 200 a day, 7 days a week minimum. And I can make that happen if I think about it. Damn, you motherfuckers holding me accountable. Thought this was gonna be smooth sailing, dude. I gotta upgrade to a van to drive to fucking Des Moines, Iowa, and Portland, Oregon, dude. Like, what the fuck? I gotta travel around and go on tour a little bit. Spreading seeds like Johnny fucking Appleseed. Why am I laughing at that? Fucking juvenile delinquent. All right. What the fuck is going on? RSO is amazing. I use it for aches, pains, mold injuries, and inflammation in my joints. That's right, dude. RSO is a fucking wonderful medicine. You could literally just name something. You guys just start naming shit, okay? Name something that's literally wrong with you or that you can imagine is wrong. You're in it. I'm the doctor, and you're coming to the office. And tell me something that's wrong. I think 95% is just give them RSO. Tell me, or something with urine, dude. I guarantee you, I'll fucking do something with some urine and some. So you got your own urine and some RSO. You go a long way with probably some urine and some RSO. Get some aged urine. Ooh, are you gonna be talking? You know, dark black jar of RSO, a dark black jar of fucking aged fucking piss. Ooh wee. Waterfalls, yeah, fountains. Well, they got people pissing out of them fucking fountains, them elegant fucking royal fountains. Some little cherubims fucking pissing. Fuck's that all about? Fountain of youth, the fountain of truth. Is that the name of this stream right here? Don't go chasing waterfalls. I'm Brian's first subscriber. God damn it. Where are we at here? Gives you a wonderful night of sleep too, which is good medicine in itself. Yep. Yeah, so I got a little insomnia, doc. Here's some RSO. I'm kind of, I've been feeling depressed lately. You know how they want to get you on antidepressants? I don't know. I'm just kind of bummed out lately. But you suspect it's because they're fucking got too much energy and they're just not living their life to their max. That's why they're depressed. Because when you have too much energy, it creates a depression. You gotta be doing more. They're not living up to your potential. So you give them the RSO. Then they're like, it's the creative fucking ideas probably just kick in. They have to go write it down or freestyle. Sometimes that's what I do. I just freestyle. Take a hit of some bud and fucking creative shit will just start. Or I could write it those times too. You could write lyrics, put a beat on. Laughter and RSO are the best medicines in my opinion. Yeah. That's what my shows, right before my show starts, everyone's got to take a fucking dab of RSO. Like when the doors open, 40 minutes before the show, take that RSO and let that motherfucker kick in. Or you could take it right at the beginning of the show, then I'll have a couple opening acts. By the time I come on stage, that RSO is going to be fucking wanging. That's my ate a steak. I've been like basically vegetarian, I think, for a year now, but there was a couple things where people gave me shit. Like this woman gave me shit. She came out to my car. She's like, I see you always, because I always kind of crash out. She's like, if you ever need anything, we see you here. We think about you. Here's some food. You know what I mean? Like I live right here. Come anytime if you ever need anything. You know what I mean? And she gave me some food, and I was like, and then she walked, and she walked away, and then I'm holding the food. I'm like, I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm vegetarian, but I'm thinking about it. And I was just like, fuck it, I ate it. It has some chicken in it or something. I was like, I ain't gonna let this go to waste. And she just gave it to me like that. But I probably should have piped up, I guess, if I'm vegetarian. But then there was another instance recently where I was at a house and this Turkish family was there, and this old Turkish lady was cooking, right? And they go, we're gonna pack you a lunch, right? He gave me a fat tip, and he goes, we're gonna pack you a lunch. I guess sometimes people see my car on these jobs too, and it's just people tip me crazy. This one girl tipped me like, she just gave me $300. I'm like, the bill's $60. She goes, here's $300. I was like, oh, okay. Just crawled back into my car. This beautiful fucking Instagram model. Well, I felt like I could have made a move on. I don't know, because her dad he's a wild motherfucker. Dude. I'm like, you got daddy issues, because he was wild, bro. Me and him were working together, moving. I was helping him move. He was just wild, dude. He was wilding out. He was going through a divorce. He was losing. Telling me about his business. He was just dumping all his thoughts on me. And, while he was partying and shit, it was fucking wild. He had this gorgeous daughter, though, dude. This fucking angel. I don't know. I don't know. Wanted to have an experience with her, but whatever. Those other guys came. They were going goo gaga for her. They're like, "What's your Instagram and shit?" She was kind of like skirting around the issue. They're fucking losing their minds. Anyways, you guys are pretty cool. What are we talking about? Oh, last time I ate a steak. Oh yeah, so I'm at this job, this Turkish fucking family situation, dude. And I'm working with the dude. We're building this shit together. And then I don't know, dude. It was just like some sort of home family setting, dude. I don't know what the fuck happened. They go, we're gonna make this for you, right? We're gonna make you some lunch. So they made it. And I don't know. I still don't know if it technically was meat in it, but I suspect it was like a meatball kind of thing. But I'm trying to rationalize it in my mind. But I think it was probably. But I ate that. But to answer your question, no, I haven't ate a steak. But I was carnivore for a minute. I was hiking every day and working out every day. I was able to do like 17 pull-ups when I used to be carnivore, but that's interesting though. But I ate nothing but meat. Only like ribeye steaks, basically, as much as I could eat 3 times a day or whatever. Steaks, and then I incorporate some yogurt that was or whipping cream. Like there was a few things you'd incorporate, maybe even butter. I'm not sure, but it was 0 carb diet basically. So there's some things only have like 1 or 2 carbs, like if it's like a yogurt, because I felt like I needed to get potassium in me somehow. I was trying to figure out ways to get potassium in me. And magnesium, I think. I was exercising so much and up like sweating, hiking mountains and even doing jujitsu, I think. So like I was trying to figure out ways because I don't know, you know what I mean? That potassium and magnesium, I think. Something you got to fucking think about. Oh, my Instagram is Brian O'Shea Comedy. Yeah. I'll type it in for you. But what was I talking about? Did we leave off a little while ago? I've been going an hour and a half. That's probably a good number for me. Figure out some sort of better time slot, maybe. But fuck it, man. We got it in. Getting the reps in. Doing the damn thing. Trying to figure this shit out. I come here with 0 fucking preparation. Thinking I'm just going to fucking deliver the goods. Talk about how funny you are. Gotta put that up there, dude. Where the fuck is that? Why did that hit me so hard? It's like she's clowning me, dude. Talk about how funny you are. You funny motherfucker. Brian, oh shit, world famous. I was outside this place. And it was a giant world famous thing, dude. I should have took a picture of it with me. I was being lazy. I was rushing to get to the open mic or something. World famous. Big stank. Where we at here? Laughter is probably the best, but it's not as reliable or predictable. Laughter is the best. Yeah, you gotta understand what's gonna get you in a mind state of laughter. There's a few factors. It's probably gonna involve other people, right? Because you could laugh when you're alone watching, get your face in a YouTube video or something. Phone call or something. Zoom call. I don't know. What the fuck am I talking about? Laughter's the best medicine. I could be bringing you guys. I could be the doctor, dude. Maybe we should figure out how to be funny on here, dude. That'd be cool. I gotta do some ad reads or something. Get on that, Michelle already. Send me a fucking meme to. What do I need? Let me see if I can put a request out there. What kind of advertisement? What am I gonna be selling? O'Shea's fucking. RSO. How do the RSO and aged urine? Fucking, I don't know. Something with those two in it. RSO, aged urine, or I don't know. I could just go full retard aged urine ads. Any type of urine, yeah. The Piz, I guess that's what Piz is, but I do believe in the urine. I'll fucking sell that shit, dude. I got some fucking aged urine. I'll fucking box it up and mail it out to someone. Soak your fucking feet in it. Fucking retire to save your own. But if you don't want to fucking wait for your own, I got some old piss. I gotta figure out a price point too. You guys gotta put in chat. How much a liter of some old fucking piss. Dude. Should put it at a pretty good price point. But then you're gonna get some weirdos who just want like my DNA, my fucking urine, dude. But then again, I am selling them basically my old piss, so joke's on them. But they're not gonna actually soak their feet. You could fucking put that shit up. You could bathe in that shit. I don't know about bathing in someone else's piss, but I guess it's aged urine. It's aged urine, but I don't know what these freaks are up to out here. But you put that shit in your hair. This one guy, he said he put the aged urine in. He had shorter hair though. He kind of like worked it in there, like kind of with his fingers and shit. Worked some aged urine all in his hair, and then he rinsed it with fresh urine. And then he goes, it made my hair magical where I don't need like product and shit. He's just like it made his hair perfect. But I've used it recently on mine and I like the effects of it. So it's fucking gross, but I don't know, dude. There's old tales of like cleaning with it. Or people know in industries you could clean floors with it and shit. Like I know it seems weird to clean floors with it and use it on your hair, but it's some sort of magical fucking thing, dude. With a million probably type of healthy uses, dude. Like that RSO, just as healthy as that is, probably aged urine or different urine or even, urine therapy, the drinking of it and shit, dude. The medicine aspect of it, bro, it's crazy. The people said, because when I do it on my hair, it gets on your face and shit. So like it has been on my face. People are like, oh, his skin looks good. I wonder if it's from, does he put it on his face? You probably could do shit like daily. But then the problem is, even with the hair, like I get paranoid about like a smell, you know what I mean? Which I know it sounds crazy. It's whatever. I'm full retard out the window, but the shit's true, dude. And I've been experimenting with it, especially on the feet. Like if you soak in it, damn, I'm in a public area just voicing this shit all out. I'm on a live stream just voicing all this shit out. But if you soak your feet in it, you can be very gross. No, I'm telling you, I'm not even trying to be weird right now about the urine shit. She's like, oh, you're being gross. Laughter alone isn't the same. Yeah, that's true. I guess, yeah, the contagiousness of laughter is an interesting thing. Sometimes I'll be like, you could walk into a club and they'll already be laughing. There'll be a vibe. And I don't even catch the gist of what's going on, but just the vibe of the room. You could just kind of start laughing. And the vibe of the comedian. You just get in the flow of it. There's been like documented cases of people like hysterically laughing, like whole towns like laughing for weeks and shit to where it caused a problem and some people died. And they say the theory behind it is because something went so wrong or there was so much pent up stress that once someone went goofy and broke out, yeah, there must have been something weird going on in that town. Where laughter like cracked some sort of psychic fucking block. Maybe things were cultish. Maybe, some sort of some people are living under tyranny and just kind of miserable. Some sort of laughter just kicked off some contagious fucking, I don't know. Is that shit real? What am I talking about? I'm talking about people laughing for days or weeks at a time, a whole community. There's actually documented cases supposedly, which I could Google and pull up, but fuck that shit, dude. $4.50 a gallon? Come on, dude. $4.50 a gallon. Same price as gasoline? Fuck that, dude. It's too cheap. Like a liter. A liter of cola. What's a liter? What am I thinking? What's like 12.5 ounces? One of those things like fucking a pint? Like a bottle of water size? A bottle of water size. 12.5 ounces, let's say, or 16.9, whatever it is. Fuck yeah, that sounds like a good way to go. How much for that, dude? I'm talking, you got to go for a bottle of water size of aged, dark aged, premium. This is the primo. This is like wine. It's the older shit's harder to come by. I don't know. I might start out at. Oh my god! I can't believe I'm talking about this, dude. I don't even know if I would want some of these freaks to have that. That can't be even legal though, dude? I don't even know. I don't even know, dude. I package and ship that to someone, dude, to use topically, something goes wrong. But not, I swear, dude, you can't, like, what will go wrong? Be like, oh, I don't think you go wrong with age, sure, in terms of put it topically on your body, like soaking your feet in it. Nah, because I've already done it with cracked heels, dude, to where, you know what I mean? A cracked heel is like kind of like a wound. No infections, no nothing, dude. I've done it multiple times already. At least twice long soaks with cracked heels. Where I was wondering, is it going to create some sort of issue? Nope, only beneficial. So, you know, on the lookout for that product. I don't know, 20, 50 bucks for a fucking water bottle sized. Not for drinking though. Topical use only. Or whatever the fuck. I don't know. People, there's probably a million things you can do with it. Something with the garden, something with whatever. Put it on, strip your floor, clean something, use it like ammonia. Whatever the fuck you use ammonia for, that shit's gonna reek like ammonia. Imagine that, dude. Fountains and waterfalls. Fountain of truth. That's what it is. It was wrapped up in the title of this video. This last 20 minutes. Piss talk. Fountain of truth, dude. I don't know what to fucking tell you. I didn't design this shit. I just created an image of God. I didn't. Doesn't mean I am God. It's up to the Meltology bit. Oh yeah, Meltology is in the title, isn't it? I just feel like that's such a, because I'm surrounded by mountains. I can see the mountains. It's such a tech. It's just like I said, I'm constantly reminded. So it's just a part of my day all day is just thinking about it, seeing it, just fascinated that no one else sees it or thinks about it. And I just figured it would come up since it's such a part of my beingness that like I would just put it in the title of the video. And I figured I'd either talk about it directly or indirectly at some point. Experimental use only. I mean, yeah, I guess. You could put what is this? Don't they have things that say like this is for fun and this is not for anything. This is just not to be used for anything, just for. But yeah, as far as Meltology, I'm looking at the mountains right now, surrounded by them. And then it's wrapped up. No, I did bring it up. I brought it up earlier when I was showing the wall, the janky wall. That's the Meltology that I'm talking about. You go look at when you go. I could pull up. I got fucking pictures I recently took where it looks like that. Why are they making a casino with walls like that? You know what I mean? Why do they do that? They're replicating what they see out there at the Red Rock in the mountains, but they're also like throwing it in your face. Or like mocking a little bit, or just because you see it at, not just a casino, like this is like a thing they do in some communities near mountains where it looks bricky in the mountains. They'll make everything else that's like brick or a structure, like a grocery store, even like part of the theme, arches and this type of brick design where it's janky, just like the mountain. And then they'll have domes too. I've seen there's domes around here, like dome. Like in the design, like so I don't know if they're getting electricity from it. Like they got the stratosphere. I wonder if they're getting free energy from that. And the Venetian, see Meltology. I'm kind of intertwining with buildings too and architecture in general, like old world type shit. But the Venetian with the brick building, red brick, they got a giant red brick like watchtower, which is really just ornamental. I mean, it's part of a bridge. But it's a giant brick, like everything's old school, like old school arches, old school designs, like the Caesar's Palace, like this old school Roman thing that they just can't get away from. Even when they're building casinos in Vegas, the Venetian, Caesar's Palace, like the Bellagio, they all seem to have this, you know, they'll even have the domes and shit. I don't know if they're using them for electricity or if they're just, those are free energy type buildings. That's why they're designing them like that, because maybe they're getting some sort of free energy. So that's what I suspect with these buildings, the way they were designed. In particular, that the stratosphere, How that could be seen as some sort of energy thing, just like probably the needle in Seattle. That might be some sort of free energy operation, just like which they have in Vegas, a replica of from Paris, the Eiffel Tower, right? That metal ass fucking, it's clearly electronical looking thing. It's not that functional. Like it's like a giant, they built it in the 1800s. Like for what? No one even lived it, right? It's like just all metal, like artwork. Get the fuck out of here. That's clearly some sort of a mechanical mechanism, right? Electrical something, that Eiffel Tower, and they built a replica, just a smaller version, I guess, in Vegas. You know, they have Paris. But yeah, like, so yeah. That old world brick, red brick, stone, the ornamental things that we suspect they're not just ornamental, they have they're functional parts of a free energy system. So with the Meltology vid, yeah. So I was playing one of Shapoo's vid, and Shapoo's connected to Meltology with Jen, Truth Seeker 69. They're like the top dogs. And Ceiling Fan Man joins him a lot. Their discussions on Meltology, and they get esoteric too, spiritual, and exploring different occult things. And she did the series on these Cabbage Patch fucking things, dude. They had these Cabbage Patch babies. I know the Cabbage Patch dolls used to be a thing, but there's all this artwork of these babies like growing out of cabbage fields, and like people picking them and treating them, babies on the ground that look like fallen fruit, and just treating babies like grown objects. So there's all this like evidence of some sort of, at some sort of time, I don't know if it was 1800s or wherever, they were some fucking sort of cartoonish plaques or whatever the situation was. There's something about cabbage growing out of the ground and babies growing out of the ground. Some sort of weird correlation. I know it sounds like complete mayhem right now. I didn't really connect the dots too well, but I was just describing some of the topics they get into besides Meltology. Some of the things in this world are wild, dude. You go down certain rabbit holes. Yeah, because it looked like it was part of a reset where the people didn't understand what where babies came from, through some sort of manipulation of their psyche, through some sort of, or babies there was a form of a baby that they're like, it's almost like cloning or something, where it's like, and then we're looked at as food too, because they're constantly in like being cooked situations. These babies are like being cooked and eaten or something. So I don't even know, dude. And people are just all happy and weird around it, and all elegant and Victorian looking or something, dude. It's weird. Something about babies growing out of the ground like cabbages, and then them babies being different maybe than other people, to where they could even be like treated like food or something, or treated different. It's weird. Because some of the babies are just dropped on like they have a bushel, like they picked a bushel of babies and they're walking away. It's so strange. I shouldn't have gone down this road without really being able to dive into it. Otherwise I sound like a complete fucking psychopath. But oh man. Well, an hour and 48 minutes is probably good enough, guys. Maybe I'll turn the TaskRabbit app on, try to hit maybe some of these goals at minimum, because I want to rationalize it. Oh, you got to change your tire. The tire's going to explode. Well, fuck it, dude. Just work till the tire explodes. I ain't going to fix the alignment, so tires get worn out too quickly on the inside of the thing. Car's all rusted out. Just fucking make the money, keep stacking it. You upgrade the motherfucker and work on upgrading it. Go start talking to people, find fucking bands, do your magic, start getting out there, moving and shaking. You know what I mean? Fuck, dude. Talk about how funny I am, she said. What is your problem? I'm gonna put that back up there. I'm gonna get out of here, but I gotta put that up there one last time. Fuck is it? Talk about how funny you are. Why did that just hit me like fucking with me, dude? Talk about how does someone talk about how funny they are? Son of a bitch. Not you're a bitch, but that shit weird. Let me take that down. I'm not gonna talk about how funny. That shit is weird. Right, John? But if you look it up, you look at Cabbage Patch Babies, just like going down a weird rabbit hole, dude. People picking them out of gardens, treating them weird, disrespecting them. What the fuck, dude? It's like a little baby, dude. And they're not like, they're all of like this, the size of like they could barely crawl, they barely get away. They're just kind of helplessly, like that age, that chubby. It's so strange. Yeah, they're not like different ages. They're all like popping out at the same age of the cabbage, where they're sitting and there's something about cabbage, dude. And then you know what I mean? So those cartoons are from the 1800s. And they come out with a doll, the Cabbage Patch Kids. The Cabbage Patch, there's some sort of reset. The NPCs, like grown clone babies that just kind of fucking degraded or sold less of a soul or something. I don't know, dude. What the fuck am I rambling about, dude? You people are fucking freaky, dude. I'm not gonna blame you guys. I'm getting frustrated with myself. Got my fucking notes over here. Fucking waterfalls, fucking alchemy, accountability, being a service, Civil War, the moon, resets and loops, soul catcher, the moon being a soul catcher, which can make this a prison planet. What the fuck is up with the moon, dude? You motherfucking moon. How dare you? And why does Venus phase like the moon? Why does the moon phase and why does Venus phase? What's that all about? Some of this phasing, dude. No one else is gonna just find that fucking strange. Stupid explanation, the globe explanation. Oh, it's the light, the shadow hitting the moon exactly the same every time, every fucking thing. What the fuck is that thing, dude? And why does it touch the sun on the new moon? You want to explain that to me? Okay, at sunrise, the moon and the sun are basically touching. If you had an app on your phone, if you zoomed in real close, it would look like they were separated a little bit. But if you just, found the moon and the sun, it would look like they're touching, like edge to edge. And they stay like that throughout the whole day to sunset. Now tell me that isn't adorable. Looks like they're holding hands going across the sky, sun and the moon. That's what it looks like to me. And then when you look at them, but you're not really able to see the moon at that time. Not able to see it when that's happening. It's a new moon. It's almost translucent. You can almost see through it, which is interesting. Why has it become like that? Right? What is it made of? Is it more plasma? What is that aspect of it where it's translucent? What the fuck is that? Okay. So it does that, right? And then when you finally do see it, or when you do see the moon, it looks like it's getting blasted with light on the bottom edge, right? And at some point, it's of the sun. So to me, it feels like it's getting blasted on that new moon. It's getting blasted with electricity or something. Souls, or it's doing something. It's catching, right? It looks like it's catching. It's going by the sun. It's catching it. And then the souls kind of show themselves and then get released back here, which would be the going from full moon back to losing all that light. All that light would come from the souls. And they come back here, and then maybe once a month they're supposed to be expelled. So someone figured that out, and they fucking, during that time of expulsion of cells of the old souls to cleanse it goes and captures them, or it just takes some. Maybe some escape. It's making any sense, dude. I'm just figuring out how the moon could be a soul catcher, because it's not like an idea I came up with. I don't think, you know what I mean? I'm sure other people have talked about that. The moon is a weird one. Yeah. But Crow 777 got a whole fucking, they made a movie about it. What's the name of that movie? Can't think of the name of the movie, but I think you can watch it for free if you go to Crow's website. I can drop a link to that. Crow 777 Radio, right? Yeah. 2 R's and Pro 777 radio.com. You go there, I think you can watch the movie for free, if I'm not mistaken. They'll give you a code or something, you email them. The movie is called, anyone know the name of that movie? Fuck it, I'll look up the name of the movie. Shoot the Moon is called, I just remembered it. Yeah, Shoot the Moon, Crow 777, Jason Lindgren. Yeah, Shoot the Moon. And then also, what's interesting about that is he filmed. Yeah, but this is what the movie's about. But he filmed the moon, full moon in particular. Like, or he filmed. I think he filmed daily the moon, but the full moon was really, I think, it was the main one, and so or near the full moon, whatever, because you would be able to see more you could see more things in the sky because of the fucking moon, right? You'd see, and that's where all these weird things that he and others have seen, and then it piles and piles. Like he's seen that's where what's where's the wave? What the fuck is that called again? There's some sort of term for there's a wave that goes, it usually happens in twos. Maybe it goes bottom to top, something goes top to bottom. I've seen it on other planets, whatever, those other luminaries like Jupiter and different things. I think it's like a wave, like it goes in twos. Like there'll be a wave, you'll be filming it, right? And then some fucking weird distortion line wave goes, and then usually like a few seconds later, maybe even like 30 seconds, I don't know, 20, 15 seconds. Boom, another one. Usually happens in twos like that. And he filmed it. It's called a lunar wave, right? So that went viral, went popular for Crow 777. A lunar wave. And to me, it looks like a firmament because they're probably bombing that goddamn firmament, dude. But sometimes I think he caught it on a special day. It was like a solstice or something, or some sort of solstice combined with something else. With an equinox or some shit. Equinox with some sort of eclipse, or I don't know what the fuck it was, but yeah, it's where, yeah, the even day and even night, whatever that's called, equinox or something. I think the lunar eclipse that he first filmed, the main one, was filmed on that day, or like the actual time of that event. Because I guess the time of all these things, they skew it up for us, right? Just like the lunar cycles, speaking of the moon, like a lunar cycle calendar, this is going to be a more accurate way, a better way of keeping track of time or whatever, more accurate. Especially if you're going to be paying attention to it, doing astronomy and different things. Or astrology, my bad. Astronomy, but I guess that's what he was doing. He was tracking it and filming it. But then all types of weird phenomena. There was the orbs that shot. An orb got shot down, but it looked like the orb was shooting plasma out into like a chemtrail, and then it blew up in the chemtrail. So whatever that orb was, man, that's interesting. It was shooting into the chemtrail, and then something in the chemtrail. It looks like whatever's in the chemtrail just destroyed it or something. Maybe that's how toxic. Maybe it was investigating what it was. Chemtrail is just so toxic. I have no clue. But it looked like it was shooting at something or chasing something inside the chemtrail. So bizarre. And then when the orb popped, it looked like it got shot almost. And then it fucking kind of was falling from the sky. Like, so bizarre, dude. Different things he tracked. He tracked different flying objects. Oh, he tracked one that looked like a fucking something that was trying to go up towards the firmament and couldn't get past a certain point. His thrusters, or something was thrusting in the sky, like 3 thrusters. That's what I envisioned. There's just someone with mad money and mad time on their hands, some mad genius, who built something. Was just like, yeah, we're gonna build something to go up there. It's probably even remote controlled. No one was probably even in there. Maybe there was someone in there, but yeah, that's probably what we saw thrusting. And they probably were bumping on like a firmament. They're like, yeah, we just can't go any higher. Just like when you try to dig, those Russians try to dig down. They got so deep in it. I was like, yeah, we just can't. Some impenetrable barrier. Some law of fucking nature or something. God, I am on one, dude. Just fucking rambling. We just hit the 2-hour mark, dude. We're gonna have to wrap. We're gonna have to shut this motherfucker down, dude. We're gonna have to figure some shit out. But you guys are all right, man. Let's see if I can get on stage and rebound. Fucking get some sort of fucking. So what am I looking for? Validation at this moment? I just can't be content. My stream and my video. I gotta think about these fucking numbers, dude. What the fuck? Yeah. Maybe certain tasks we have on. Maybe do some comedy tonight. Who knows? Maybe none of that'll happen. I'll have to come back tomorrow and talk about it. Nah, but I'm gonna figure something out. This is how we're gonna end it, no? Let's see. See, I have to reset this page. No, I got this. I got it pinned. If anyone wanted, it came up. I fucking copy pasted a different thing up there. Anyways, you guys are legit, dude. It's nice. It's been nice streaming. Fuck. Maybe in the evening. Maybe I'll try an evening. See if anything pops. But shoot the moon, yeah. Yeah, check that out. Talk about tomorrow. Homework assignment. What's today's homework assignment? I don't know. Meltology and the resets, Civil War. That's what we're gonna be thinking about. It's gonna be on our minds till tomorrow. And waterfalls and fountains and all types of shit. That's what I am. I'm the Trojan horse. I'm the silent whisper. I'm the horse whisperer. You know what I mean, starting out small, but I'm gonna grow. You know what I mean? Put all these ideas out there. It sounds fucking when you're sleeping. It's gonna make sense. All the connections are gonna be made, right? When I came out of that samadhi, when I was in that samadhi experience, it's crazy connected to everything. That's all we're trying to do is sort of voice that. Sort of somehow touch that a little bit, express it. So, all right. Thank you all for being here. John Wright, Big Stink, Jeannie. Appreciate that. Much love. Who else was here? We had Shell Moretti. We had NJ Jeep Girl. We had Mitchell, Sending Ancient. We had all the usual miscreants. Beautiful people. Stationary Pizza. What's up? Sounds like a new person. Pizza. Is that pizza or pizza? I don't know. Spelled the same. All right, guys. Stay free. Freedom and justice over corruption. That's all. So I could have just came up here and said that. Like, there's a lot of corruption, deception. There's freedom and justice. So figure out freedom and justice. You probably avoid craft and deception. So, all right, I'll see you later. Bye. Cheesy smile.